Oprah has been involved in a lot of controversy lately, especially when it comes to her involvement with Diddy. But did you know that she apparently lied about her upbringing to gain sympathy? You see, Kitty Kelly wrote a biography about Oprah in 2010 and dropped some major bombshells there. Oprah claimed that she was born to a single teenage mother and grew up in extreme poverty. During her childhood, the cost of raising Oprah became too much for her mother to handle, so she was then sent to live with her biological father. Now, since then, Oprah has come forward talking about how she's been mistreated and taken advantage of by her cousin, uncle, and a family friend. Now, as a young teenager and after suffering for years, she ran away from home, and a year later, she became pregnant. She gave birth to a son, but he was premature and passed away only a few weeks later. Now, Kitty claims that Oprah has said that she never had any new dresses or dolls and had to adopt 2 cockroaches as pets growing up in rural Mississippi, but in this new book, Oprah's cousin spoke out against that. Where Oprah got that nonsense about growing up in filth and roaches, I have no idea, Catherine Carr Estor said. I've confronted her and asked, why do you tell such lies? And Oprah told me, that's what people want to hear, the truth is boring. Now, later in the book, Kitty claimed that Oprah still does not know the true identity of her father. Now, Catherine told Kitty who he is on the condition she not publish the information until Oprah's mother came clean to her daughter. And you'll know when that happens because Oprah will probably have a show on finding her real father, she said. And as I said, the girl wastes nothing. Vernon Winfrey, the man who raised Oprah, was also frustrated with the way she had played fast and loose with the truth. She may be admired by the world, but I know the truth, he says. So does God and so does Oprah. 2 of us remain ashamed. Now, in the book, one of her employees spoke out about their experience working for her and said, I thought I'd be working for the warm and fuzzy person I saw on television, a former employee at her Harpo production company said, but God, I was conned. It's a cult at Harpo, so oppressive it's frightening. Now, this isn't the only employee who's spoken out though. When Oprah launched the OWN network, the first show she premiered was season 25, Oprah Behind the Scenes. In that episode, she asked women who worked for her to speak about their experiences, and they did not hold back. A large portion of the women that worked for Oprah had their own families, and they spoke about how they had to make certain sacrifices in their personal lives for the success of the show. Now, they talked about the challenges they faced as working moms, and one of them was quoted as saying, I had to be okay with making sacrifices for work. I hope I inspire that passion in my children. Now, this was just reaffirmed by Libby Moore, who spent 11 years working as Oprah's chief of staff. I hit the job jackpot, she told Women's Agenda from her New York base. It was like winning a grand slam. It was extraordinary, and even now, 5.5 years after leaving, it's actually hard to articulate because it was so massive, she said. Now, to say that the job was consuming was a vast understatement. An average day saw Libby arrive for work between 6:30 and 7 a.m. and leave between 10 to 11 p.m. The show was syndicated to 144 countries and the demands were constant. Now, 11 years later, she wanted to stay, but she knew it was time to go. I was absolutely burnt out and fried. I wasn't very good at balancing my life. As amazing as the job was and the friendship that Oprah and I had, my personal life was really suffering. I had 3 long-term relationships while I was in that job, she says, and I could not continue any longer in the position. And let me just say, that sounds absolutely horrible. Then there's all the Diddy stuff. A source sent page 6 a VHS tape that was sent out as an invitation to Diddy's 29th birthday party in 1998. It begins with a strange home video style skit in which Danny DeVito, lying on a sofa under a blanket, says, "That's right, Puff Daddy's having a party. This is Puff Daddy inviting you to come. Let's have a ball." Then in the video, a group of celebs take turns reading from a script detailing the date and time and exactly how fabulous and expensive the party will be, and then they read an address to RSVP to. They then said that the venue would be revealed later. Now, the group of celebrities in this includes Oprah, Ellen DeGeneres, Chris Rock, Mariah Carey, Will Smith, and Joan Rivers, just to name a few. Now, it's also been said that this whole video is 6 minutes long, but just over a minute of it was posted. Now, what happens in the other 5 minutes of it? No one really knows. People who have seen this, though, claim that the celebs involved in the tape should be looked at as potential accomplices in Diddy's case, as they appear to be good friends with him and have close ties. One person commented, "I think it's foul that not one person was staying away from him and then supposedly they knew. No one was saying a word. Didn't he have some kind of big 4th of July party that anyone who was anyone would be at every year? Those people should be just as guilty, accomplices." While another person said, "It's crazy, anyone I see here is suspect to me." Now, all those people in the video appear to be his really good friends, and how interesting is it that Oprah was a part of it? Now, this isn't the only brush the two have had together, as in 2006, Diddy made an appearance on The Oprah Show, and Oprah tried to get to the bottom of his stage names, why he changed them, and what they meant. I mean, he's had so many names including Puff Daddy, Puffy, P. Diddy, Diddy, Brother Love, and Love. Now, it's honestly very confusing for everyone. But when Oprah asked him about it, he decided he was not going to give up that information and keep it to himself. He said, "It's a nickname somebody gave me. I've never told anyone that. I know you get people to tell you everything, Oprah, but I can't look you in the eye and explain that one." He then shoved the question aside and said, "It's just a silly name," and it was made pretty clear here that he didn't want to share the deeper meaning and the significance of his stage name. Now, what's strange is that Oprah did not probe him anymore and just accepted that she wouldn't get an answer. Diddy then said, "I'll answer every other question except that one." Now, this is just strange in general and just so weird. Now, so far, Oprah has stayed quiet about Diddy and the allegations against him. I mean, Diddy is in jail right now waiting for his trial that is set for May 5th, 2025. But as time goes on, more and more celebrities are being connected to the music mogul and being exposed. I mean, just a couple weeks ago, Jay Z was the first big name celebrity who was named in a lawsuit with Diddy for committing unimaginable crimes. Now, of course, Jay Z denied it, but lawyers who are bringing cases against Diddy have said that it's time for celebrities who knew what was going on to stand up. Attorney Tony Busby, who is representing over 120 alleged victims of Diddy, has begun to send out demand letters to A-list celebrities who attended these events. Now, the letters have actually urged all these stars to settle out of court or face potential lawsuits, even if they did not engage in any kind of illegal activity. Tony has put forward an argument that their silence and inaction during these events make them complicit, while stating that those who witnessed wrongdoing but did not intervene share the same level of liability as the perpetrators. Now, in a recent appearance on TMZ, Tony emphasized on the fact that the demand letters are a standard practice to outline the situation and encourage dialogue, but at the same time, he's fully prepared to escalate to lawsuits if that becomes necessary. Noted a news outlet. Now, he's also noted that many celebrities are reportedly scrubbing their social media accounts to distance themselves from Diddy amidst the ongoing scandal. Now, the question is, did Oprah receive a letter? I mean, I wouldn't be too shocked if she did, and she'll probably pay up too, because she's worth $3 billion now. Well, that's all for our video today. Now, what do you think about this whole Oprah situation? Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. I'm your host, Emily, and we'll see you next time. Peace.